But due to like the seriousness of what's happening, in my opinion, on Married at First Sight, I thought it was very important for me, to take this a little bit more seriously rather than me just calming down, ranting and stuff like that. Not saying that I'm not probably gonna rant, not saying that I probably won't cuss, not saying that I probably won't say some things that might be a little bit, harsh, but the issue is that it needs to be said and people need to like be talking about this. All right, so let's get it started here. Hey everybody, it's me Jeremy, and I'm coming at y'all again today with a review for Married at First Sight, season 14, episode what the hell? Episode 12. It's episode 12. And like I said, I'm not the type of YouTuber who's going to be going through every detail, combing through every little bit of detail, repeating to you everything that's happening. I'm sorry, I'm moving food. Repeating everything that's happened and everything else like that. That's not my type of like, doing that. I would need to probably take down notes and some more stuff. I'm going to get into things that, stuck out to me that I actually, witnessed that, really moved me on the inside, child. But I want to get started here. So we have Noi going into the bedroom. I guess it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 12, and she's basically telling waking Steve up, and she's like, hey, Steve, um do you know what time it is? Steve is up in the bed with sushi. They chilling up in the bed. I was up there like I thought, y'all wasn't even, really getting in the bed like that. I thought you really wasn't okay with sleeping with the dog. But it is what it is. But he's up there like, no, I don't know what time it is. I don't know what time it is. And she's up there like it's 12 p.m. and you're still in bed, must be nice, being in the bed until 12 p.m. And this is my thing. I completely agree that don't nobody want a nothing ass dude. Don't nobody want no man that ain't got no job or who don't have a way to provide for his family and things like that. But Noy, my issue with you is that you knew this when you got with him. Like you knew this, you told this man that you loved him, even though he didn't have no job, you thought he would figure it out just because he got with you. But if the man is this old and not working for 4 months, obviously there's something wrong that you really should have took more seriously. But now you're so deep into this that you can't really escape, and you can't just go back and say that you don't love somebody and you don't want to be with somebody now, because I don't, and that's the thing. You can't just throw around that word love, because when you do that, you make it seem like it's really not that special. Because now you saying like that that you think y'all should move into your own respective places and things of that nature, and that's understandable. But love is unconditional, sis. And that lets me know that you have a very immature way of thinking, for you to be in love 1 minute and then want to move out from somebody the next. The last time I told somebody I loved them, the last time I told somebody I loved them, I still do. And I would still like, go over the moon for the person, because love is unconditional. It's not something that you just fall out of so quickly. Noise 5 years old. You're not lying, Monique. And and Steve, when are you just gonna be a man? Take your responsibility seriously and tell this lady your plan. You're sitting here, you're playing in her face. She's obviously not comfortable. You're sitting here sleeping all day, not working, not telling her no plan, and just assuming that she's going to be okay with it. Don't nobody, I mean, unless it's a woman that actually is the alpha, and she wants a beta male, and she's okay with having a man, that like, that's in the house doing the cooking and the cleaning. Like, don't nobody want that. Like, don't nobody want no worm like man who doesn't have a spine, who doesn't have a backbone, who doesn't have any of those things. And Steve, why did you come to this show? Why did you think that if you got into a marriage that a woman would be okay, with you not having no damn job? Like, why did you think that would be the move? Like I could see if you wanted to go travel the countries and stuff like that, or whatever. But if you ain't got no job, you ain't got no stable source of income, you don't have no plan, then what's the point of going on a show about marriage when you guys are putting together your financials, putting together your lives, and meshing it all together to become one, which a marriage is actually supposed to be? You know, I don't know at this point why Steve came onto this show. Maybe he just wanted a place where he could sleep, for a couple of months because he was going to get evicted or whatnot. I just don't know. And it's so funny to me, Steve, that you're talking about you can do all of this cleaning and stuff like that. But when we looked at your apartment, that to me, the apartment looked messy. You wasn't cleaning in there. So you get with a woman and you think your contribution to the household is going to be you cleaning? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I don't blame Noy for being upset about a grown ass man not wanting to work. I'm not upset about that. All I'm saying is you should have had that energy from day one when this man told you that he didn't have no job and that he was around here being a nomad, for the last 4 or 5 months. That's when you should have had that energy. But no, you told this man that you loved him. See, so when you loved him, you loved all of his unemployment as well. So, sis, like, you can't double back now because then that means that you really wasn't in love. You just probably just saying it. And only middle schoolers and freshmen of high school do that. Like you can't just love somebody 1 minute and then unlove them the next. And for you to say that you want to move out from him was just to me just completely ridiculous. And I'm like, at this point, just needs to maintain his own mental health and get out of this because Noah, you're so immature and you're so childish and you're so petty. And I really did like you probably the most aside from Lindsay in the beginning. I liked Lindsay in the beginning. Fight your mama, don't fight me, okay? But listen, now you're like, this man has already established a boundary with you when it came to disrespecting him on social media, knowing that both of you guys as family have friended each other and friended you, on social media. You're still throwing these shots and digs to be passive aggressive because you're mad because he's not working. I don't like that. Like to me, if I tell somebody something that you're doing is hurting me, something that you're doing is really bothering me, and I don't like the way it makes me feel, and you continue to do it, obviously you don't give a hell about me enough to change. So what we doing at this point? What are we doing? But I'm gonna move on from y'all because at this point, I really don't have anything for Steve and Noe. I just think it's all of these marriages this season are pointless. They're just trash. They're trash. And it's crazy that a man who claimed that to be a pastor, to claim to have some type of relationship with God, you telling me God ain't apprehend you from doing this shit, from putting these motherfuckers together. God didn't say, hey man, you might want to like give me a little extra 15 minutes of prayer time so I can lead you in the right direction. God didn't tell you that. He didn't tell you that one time, Pastor Cal. Like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And at this point, married at first sight is a joke. It really is. And I can't take it. I can't take it. Now, this is what I really want to talk to y'all about. It was Katina and Olajuwon. And I want to just let myself get into the right headspace to talk about this because, like, I have to remember that I'm not, like, off camera, and I can't say some of the stuff that I usually would say behind the camera, but that's besides the point. So I want to get started here. Katina, if you like it, sis, if you like it, I love it. if you're okay with a man verbally abusing you, talking to you recklessly, tearing you down at every moment, making you cry, not caring about your feelings, not believing you, calling you all types of liars, bringing in baggage, testing your patience levels, all of that type of stuff that he's doing, cussing you out in the middle of the night when he thinks the cameras are off. If you're fine with all of that, sis, go ahead. Go ahead. But I'm gonna let you know this. I'm not about to be emotionally invested into a person who is welcoming, abuse into their lives. I can't do it. I really can't. I can't do that. And you're sitting here, you're making excuses for a man who is literally not even giving you the extra room to make mistakes. Katina goes up to Michael and Jasmina's apartment and she's crying. She's basically telling them about the whole app thing, how Olajuwon flipped out, how he's not listening, how she doesn't even have dating apps on her phone like that. Like it was just the login page and she didn't even go past, and and she kept on saying, it's just the tone that he talks to me in. It's just the tone. It's just the tone. Katina, no, the hell is not. It's not just the tone. It's the content of what he's saying. So you telling me for him to question you, if he questioned your womanhood just a little bit nicer, it would be okay for you? He literally questioned your ability to be a woman based on you not being able to cook or clean. And you're telling us it's just his tone? I don't know if Katina is a little bit slow. I don't know if Katina is just a little bit stupid. I don't know if Katina has low self-esteem. I don't know. Maybe Katina don't love herself. I don't know. But I know somebody who loves themselves, somebody who honors themselves, will not be okay with the type of abuse that you are allowing yourself to experience at the hands of a nigga with the dilapidated hairline. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let a man with an ate up hairline talk to me crazy and question my womanhood if I was a woman. Like, this man offers you nothing. You literally wined and dined this man on your anniversary. This man claiming that he's stepping up as a husband, but he doesn't even do the husband things. He don't court you. He don't do any of these things. What is he giving you to make you feel these things that he does? Are you just hoping and wishing that you would go back to the way it was when y'all first met? Hoping that he would just shower you with compliments. If that's the case, sis, it's not gonna happen. It was a representative. We all see that now. Ain't no motherfucking such thing as Olajuwon. That nigga is Isaac. Olajuwon was never existing. He never was. That alter ego never existed. I don't give a damn if that is his real name or not. He does not honor you, sis. And then what pisses me off even more is Jasmina is sitting there looking at Katina like she's fucking stupid. And then, she's just saying, I thought that I really did think that Jasmina would be more so in support of Katina than she is now. Especially when you was talking about the tone that Michael was talking to you in. The nigga just tell you he disagree, and all of a sudden you want to act like a white woman and wave your Karen flag around and call this man aggressive. But when you see somebody actively being aggressive towards a black woman, you don't call it out. You sat there actually and said nothing for real while Olajuwon demeaned her and talked crazy to her, and you did nothing. But you want to sit here and want us to believe you like that Michael is doing all of this stuff to you, or that he was at one point. You're a fucking joke as well. And Jasmina is hypocritical. Jasmina is completely oblivious to reality. Like Jasmina is a lot of different things. But I'm just so disappointed in the fact that nobody is really checking Olajuwon. Nobody's doing that. And I just want to know why. What does Olajuwon have on everybody for them not to check him for what he's doing to Katina? Why is that? The like Keisha Knight Pulliam ain't doing it. Pastor Cal ain't really doing it. Dr. Pepper or whoever the hell she isn't doing it. So who is going to make sure that Katina is okay? Because I was raised, in a household where there was domestic violence between my stepfather and my mom. And it started, and then he was abusing me too. So I'm saying it started out as little digs, stuff like, and things that maybe you'll probably think, maybe I do need to work on that. Maybe I do need to become a better person. Maybe I do need to change these things because maybe they are issues. Then it turned into insults. Then it turned into him berating us. Then it turned into to emotional abuse, to emotional manipulation, and then it moved into physical abuse. And do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, this is obviously, and it's so obvious that Olajuwon is conditioning her to accept abuse, and the abuse is only going to get worse as time progresses. And then Olajuwon, I'm gonna tell this lady, I deleted my like my Instagram for you. I cut off my hair for you. Olajuwon, nobody told you to do that. Nobody told you to do that. And you deleting your Instagram doesn't mean shit at all. Because you can easily re-download the app and all your hoes will restock the DMs again. All of the past conversations will be right there. I don't know who the hell you think you fooling. I don't know who the hell you think is stupid. But I'll tell you that the viewers aren't. Katina might be, but we aren't. Monique just said, I honestly didn't think of it that way. Katina is annoying, but she doesn't deserve that type of treatment. And that's what I'm trying to say, Monique. It seems that not a lot of people are thinking about it this way. Like, this is exactly how abuse starts. Y'all think niggas just automatically just start beating the hell out of their wives and girlfriends when they first meet them? No, they have to reel them in. They have to ease them into it. That's how it happens. Like, you don't go on your first date and he slaps the shit out of you and you still be in a relationship with him or embark on a relationship. That's not how it happens. It starts off and it gets progressive over time. And that's what I'm starting to see that's happening with Katina and Olajuwon, and nobody's calling it out. And it's pissing me off. And what's pissing me off even more is that Katina is sitting there making excuses for a man who's not even offering her the space and opportunity to have understanding. She can understand him, but he don't understand a lick of what the fuck she's going through. And that's what's pissing me the fuck off. See, I'm cussing, and I'm not supposed to be doing this. Like I was saying, I just have a real big issue, and I don't know what the hell Katina. I don't even know what Olajuwon wants from Katina. I don't think Katina will ever be able to meet his standards, because as soon as she meets it, he'll try to find something else to find as a problem to tear her back down, because he wants to be viewed as a prize. He don't want her to think that she the prize. He want to be viewed as a prize, which is why you, as a grown-ass woman, you was whining and dining your man, your husband, for your anniversary, and he did nothing for you. He ain't even give you the dick yet. He didn't even give you a little fa la 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 la. He didn't even do that. And you are completely laying yourself down by the riverside to be trampled on by a man with a receding hairline, ate up hairline, little egghead. I'm just, it's giving me Pinky in the brain. Obviously, Olajuwon is the brain in this, because we know Katina don't have it. Or at least she's not exhibiting it. I'm not gonna do the follow line. Every time I come in, it's being discussed. I think I'm cursed. He's being discussed because he's like they're the most polarizing relationship out of all of them, because it's abusive. It's abusive, and he's like conditioning her to accept abuse. And I don't respect that. Like, I don't respect it. I don't respect it. And I won't respect it. I won't, and I don't. And I have a real big issue with it. I have a real big issue with it. I can't do the fa la la thing again, child. Look, I ain't trying to get blocked on here. But listen, let's take a step back from them and let's go into Lindsay and Mark. Lindsay and Mark. I don't like none. I don't like neither one of y'all, to be honest. I think that Mark is passive aggressive. I think Mark isn't really open to like, to different, to different perspectives. I don't know. I just don't know. And I don't know if well, I'll say this. I know that Lindsay being, saying anything that comes to her mind and taking digs is a disgusting trait. We know that. But my other issue is you have an issue with Lindsay's personality for the most part. You don't like how outspoken she is. You don't like how, just in your face she is, because you're Mark. You thought you were the shark, but you're not. Like, Mark came onto this show, I really did think that he was going to be a good guy. And I don't think that Mark is a good guy. I just think that Lindsay is just worse. Because Mark is lying. Mark has lied to this lady, then got this lady opened up, and then he's having inconsistencies in what he's saying. You're talking about that you don't want to have sex, right? You don't want to do any of these things because you don't really like her like that. I don't think you're feeling her. But then you would rip her clothes off, turn over, hunch on her, and then go about to the gym. Now, I don't know about y'all, but let me tell you. Now, I done slept, I had some good times in the bedroom. That's how bougie people say it, the bedroom. I've had some good times in the bedroom, but I'll be damned if I ever am sleeping and somebody wakes me up, rips my clothes off, hunches on me in about 30 seconds, do what they do, and then hop off of me and go do something else. What about my needs? What about my pleasure? What about that? All of this body, all of this chest, all of these muscles, and you gonna just roll over and just leave and not make sure that I'm taken care of? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Y'all, Mark is selfish. This lady literally moved him in her apartment because he had bed bugs. He got evicted. He really don't have a job like that. Let's be real. He's saying that he got fired from the gym, because they want him to wait until after taping ends. But that, truth be told, that nigga got fired and he can't come back, because if that was the case, he wouldn't be working at Chick-fil-A now. And it's not wrong with Chick-fil-A, might I add. It's nothing wrong. I'm not job bashing, but I'm just saying, y'all, because Lindsay is just so despicable, people are not seeing that Mark ain't shit either. And he was not ready to be on this show. He's argumentative, he's passive aggressive, he's cold, and he gives me the impression that he wants his girlfriend or his woman to be in the background, and for him to have all of the eyes on him. As soon as he saw Lindsay the first day he met her, and he saw that she had this huge personality that was bigger than his, he was intimidated. He was intimidated by it. He was intimidated, and he thought he could emotionally coerce her into putting down her guard and showing that soft side of Lindsay. Even if she showed you a soft side, why does she have to be a soft bitch? Why does she have to be those things to make you feel better? I like that. And Lindsay, my issue with you is that you sitting here telling all of this man's business, talking about how little his balls are. And look, I don't care what nobody got to say. Mark gives me little dick energy. He gives me little dick energy. And I wasn't shocked when what's her name, Lindsay, confirmed it, because he just gives that energy. Like he gives that, y'all. I wish they allowed me to have I wish I could just have this automatically, generating y'all comments, because I have to stop and then read and then put them on the screen. So Ellen said he don't like nothing about Lindsay. He don't. And honestly, I don't think Lindsay likes anything about him either. But I think Lindsay is really trying to make this work. And a lot of people was really upset about what Lindsay was saying when it came to him quitting his job, right? They were saying, why you don't want that man to work? Why you don't want that man to work? Why you don't want that man to work? I don't think that's what she was saying. Listen to what Mark had said. Mark said, they told me to stop coming in while I'm filming. After filming, come back. He is only about 4 to 5 weeks left of filming, right? So why not spend that time if you already still have a guaranteed job? You're not paying rent. You don't have any utilities to pay, and y'all are in a shared living space paid for by Lifetime. Why wouldn't you just take that time to spend time with her instead of getting a job? Why would you do that? That doesn't make sense to me. Is that so you're going to take time away from getting to know each other and establishing a connection and really trying to learn how to communicate more effectively to go job search. And I'm going to tell y'all why. It's because he lied, because he don't have no job. He don't have no job after this. He was not able to go back to the gym. Mark is full of shit, y'all. And I don't believe that lady that he was that was allowing him to live in her facility or her complex was just his friend or just his mom figure. Yo, you was probably screwing that lady. Let's be real, because why would she be so upset and evict you when you get married? Unless y'all had something else going on. She was your mama figure? You mean your sugar mama? Hold on. Monique said, hold on now. Vagabond is a secret millionaire. Vagabond is not no damn secret millionaire. He not. And if he is, okay, this is my thing. This is my thing. Everybody keeps on saying that this man has all of this money in the bank. This man has all of this stuff. He don't even have to tell her about the money in the bank, but just give her a plan. Let her know how you are making money. He can't do that because he's not making money. He's not. Ellen said, OMG, Jeremy, I don't believe that either. I'm trying to tell you, this man does not have no money like that. That apartment that he had didn't scream millionaire. That shit screamed, maybe a 30,000 there. Maybe he making 30,000 a year, 40,000 a year, but he ain't making no millions in that apartment that he was living in before he moved into, the Married at First Sight apartment. He's not no millionaire. Argue with your mama. Don't argue with me. Actually, Arbery said, right, Monique King, high key. He is not no millionaire, Miss Arbery. He's not. This man is a joke and he's homeless. His dad called him a vagabond. Why would his dad call him a vagabond if he had money? It don't make sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Mark was putting that little D energy down on that landlord. Absolutely. And at that age, anything feel big to you, right? I feel like at that age, anything touching you down there is gonna get you to where you need to be. Cause it's been so long since you had it, right? That old lady ain't having nobody touching her box. But Mark was. He was giving her maybe maybe he was, I don't, let me not get too far into this. This is but maybe he was doing what it needs to be do for her, but it's not really translated well to a young woman that is Lindsay. A young girl woman, because she's not that young. You know what I'm saying? So, so I'm just having like a couple of questions. I feel like I'm the only one seeing all of this stuff my way. I feel like everybody is just critiquing Lindsay, but ain't nobody calling Mark out for the inconsistencies and lies. Why are you looking for another job if you already have one? And then you're gonna spend all of this time going to these job interviews, doing all of these applications to get a job just for 8 weeks, just to go back to the job that you had before? And now you're working at Chick-fil-A and you don't work at the gym anymore. Child, like production narrative. Go back to my earlier comment about Mark. He is not small. Mark does not have little. Miss Arbery, he definitely does have little dick energy. Like I said, that man has little dick energy. He ain't packing nothing. The one who actually gives me big dick energy out of this whole group is Michael. Michael has big dick energy. He does. Michael has big dick energy, and even Steve has big dick energy, and especially Steve, because we know a nigga with a big dick will not have no job, no form of income, but will fuck you into oblivion. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. Tell me I'm lying, y'all. I'm sorry. I knocked my camera. I lowered my camera. My bad. But like, tell me I'm lying. I ain't lying. I don't know. Lindsay said it was, and she's the only one who's seen it. I'm not buying into the stereotypes. I'm telling you what I experienced personally. I'm telling you what I experienced. Look, I'm a more mature and more, logical thinker than I was back in my, earlier days. I am not incorrect, but I'm not about to sit here and argue with you. So we can say this for your channel. But off topic, but I can see it. Jeremy resembles my ex. What? Me? I resemble your ex. I guess that's a thank you. I mean, thanks. I mean, if he was good enough to be up in your bed, I suggest that's a compliment, based on looks. I hope he wasn't an ain't shit nigga. Hopefully he wasn't. Hopefully he was worth the time, because I know I am. Lindsay was quite satisfied until he stopped sexing her. Lindsay was quite satisfied because they was able to go multiple rounds, and she loved, and she felt like he liked her. How many people are okay with bad sex because they really like the person? It was somebody I dated one time. Sex was terrible. Sex was terrible. Couldn't do a lick of anything. But I liked them so much that I was okay with it. And I just figured that it would get better over time. But the feelings overweighed, the terrible sex. Now when it came to us, if we did not have any feelings for each other and he was giving me terrible sex, then I would definitely be calling it out. I'd be like, you ain't doing it ain't giving what it's supposed to be gave. I would definitely say that. Question. Mark said she was lying about them multiple rounds on the after party. He did say that. And what's so funny is him saying that actually supports, him having bad sex. It's funny to me. It's funny to me, y'all. These people really like Mark. These people really like him, and I don't know why. I don't like that man. I don't like him. And then y'all know I can't. It's not because I'm biased or anything. Call me when you finish your live. Okay, I will. I'll try to call you. I know I'm not the best texter. Look, I'm really awkward, honestly. I'm not, especially when I don't know somebody that, personally, and I know we do our lives together, but I just it's a little bit awkward for me to text people because I don't know what to say. I told y'all that, outside of, doing this little stuff that I'm doing on camera or off camera, doing the reviews, that I'm actually very awkward. I'm very awkward. I am an introvert as hell, But Mark is a liar though. Mark has literally been inconsistent with everything that he says, but nobody has been talking about it. But that's besides the point. Let's move on. Jasmina. Jasmina, look, I'm tired of you playing with Michael. I have to take off these my fake earrings, and we gotta go at it. Cause you're not gonna keep on playing with Michael. Michael is going above and beyond above and beyond. You see these, but this is above and that's beyond. He's doing both of those for you. And you're giving him nothing. You ain't giving him no kiss. You ain't giving him no hug. You ain't giving him no love. You ain't giving him no warmth and everything. And then you won't have the nerve to say, I just don't think I have feelings for him. Then tell him that. Just say that. But don't string this man along so he can do all of these things for you just in hopes that you'll start feeling something for him when you won't. You don't. And if y'all ask me, Jasmina and what's her name? Alyssa are very close. They're very close. And watch how I connect this. Alyssa and Jasmina are very close. Alyssa had a really big issue with Chris being pro Black Lives Matter. Now, I don't fuck with the movement like that. I mean, not gonna say I don't fuck with the movement. I don't fuck with the organization. When it comes to the organization itself, you ain't gonna never see me saying Black Lives Matter. Absolutely not. Now, when it comes to the actual movement of Black Lives Matter, I 100% agree. We do matter. We do matter. We should not have to, I shouldn't have to worry about getting shot in the head while trying to go to 7-Eleven to go get me a cool pop. I shouldn't have to worry about that. But see, Alyssa was pro-police, and we all know what that means. We all know what that means. But through all of that in her anti-Black Lives Matter, rhetoric that she was spouting, to her mom, she's best friends with a Black woman named Jasmina. Now, Jasmina Black, why would you be friends with somebody who obviously don't support your people? And the only reason I could think of is because you don't support them either. You don't support them either. I guarantee you, Jasmina wanted a white guy. Jasmina wanted a white man. Jasmina wanted a white man. Jasmina didn't want no Black man, which is why Jasmina was calling this man aggressive at every turn that she could. It's because she was acting like a Karen. Anything a Black man would have said to her would have been triggering and called aggressive, no matter what it was. We literally saw in now y'all look, I'm not biased. I'm not. I was literally one of the people supporting Jasmina in the earlier episodes, me and J-Dub. Shout out to him. But like me and him were windmilling people in the comments on behalf of Jasmina. But now I see, I can't speak for him, but now I don't think Jasmina really liked Black men. I don't think she does. And I don't know if anybody else has been able to connect all of this together, but I don't think that Jasmina finds Black men attractive. And I want to see her past lovers. I want to see who Jasmina dated before Michael. Michael, give it up, bro. Give it up. And I know you're really trying, and I applaud you. I applaud you for recognizing that, that you had things that you needed to change, and that you really did the effort to make those changes. But give it up. This woman is not for you. She won't ever be for you. She don't want you. And that has nothing to do with you. That has everything to do with her as a person. Now, you might be flawed, but you are a good man, and I can't hold you. I can't deny that. You are a good dude. Hold on. Ellen said, I thought Jasmina was a Karen. I didn't want to come out and say it because they never showed how Michael was aggressive. Exactly. She definitely is aggressive. She definitely is, and she's the aggressive one. Just like a white woman calling you aggressive when they the aggressive ones. They cussing you out, but as soon as you raise your voice to their level, they want to call you aggressive. Excuse me, y'all. I can't. I really can't. Or their convo, he was aggressive. Like even when they were talking and we were able to see it on camera, she was like, see, there goes that tone. He didn't even have no damn tone. He didn't even raise his voice. He just disagreed with you, and you're going to claim that he has a tone? It's because she don't want no Black man. That's why. She don't want no she don't want no nigga in her bed. That's why she probably, and you want to know why? Probably because she don't like her father. Her father wasn't in her life. She asked to live with her stepmother. She asked to live with a woman that was not her mother, and completely not be with her father. While her father moved to Jamaica, she was completely fine with that. Y'all don't think there's an issue there between her and her father? Not to mention her father was saying the things that he was saying, don't let her run all over you and all of that stuff. Like, nah. It's obviously some issues that this girl has when it comes to, Black people. Her raggedy behind talking about now Michael. Now Michael. I was like, she sounded like me when I'm talking to my dog Michael. Actually, y'all, I don't know if y'all know this, but my dog name is Michael. He in his crate right now. Usually he's around here running around, and I'm out here like muting myself, cussing him out. but he's in the crate. But like, yeah, it's some stuff going on here, y'all. It's some stuff going on here, and I'm having some issues. I'm having some issues with it. And at this point, Katina, if you want to be a dumb bitch, go ahead. If you want to be stupid, go ahead. If you want to be abused, go ahead. But stop crying to motherfuckers if you're just gonna make excuses for him. Stop, see, I'm trying to tell y'all, listen, I have discernment. I'm trying to tell y'all, I have a gift, I believe. I am able to see things in between lines that other people cannot see. I'm able to connect things from other things that people cannot see, or bring up something that you probably didn't think that anybody else was also thinking. I'm with y'all. We right here. We not here, but we here. Okay. Like it's pointless. Olajuwon gives me little dick energy too, y'all. Katina, he gonna probably have you eating his ass. He seemed like that type. Him and Laverne from Ready to Love definitely seem like the butt play type. That's gonna coerce their woman into having them being okay with them throwing their legs to the moon like Candy and Rashida from Love and Hip Hop. Like this man, how far are you gonna go? Gonna go for this man? I can just imagine y'all, like having sex, and then afterwards he'd be like, it was okay. Meanwhile, you completely unsatisfied and you trying to be nice to make him feel better. Then he's gonna turn it around on you, make it seem like you wasn't good. And then he's gonna say, Elijah's gonna probably be like, I just want a woman who's not afraid to take it there in the bedroom. Who's not afraid to really just go all out and just be out the box. If I lift my leg up, maybe she'll go down a little bit deeper. Like, I can even imagine a conversation that he would have with Katina about this, y'all. I do not like Olajuwon. I despise everything about him. If I ever want to see somebody get slapped by a stop sign in the face, it would be Olajuwon, definitely. Now, maybe weaken his bedroom game, hence the gigolo self-narrative. And that's another thing. He's very perverse. He's very perverse. You're sitting here talking about sleeping with moms and daughters at the same time. That's very disgusting, and that's very incestuous. And you should not be talking about that in public. You should keep that dirty shit to yourself. And something tells me that you're a liar, that you be lying about this stuff. And then, and if you did find a mother and daughter to do that shit together, I guarantee you they both were hit in the face. They both probably very questionable looking. Very questionable. And now that we know that you don't really, date Black women, we know that they were white, which I assumed anyway, because I don't really know any Black woman, Black mom who would be doing this stuff with her daughter. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see that in our vicinity. Now there's some questionable uncles out here, but when it comes to the moms, I don't see that happening or them being okay with that type of stuff. Like absolutely not. And of course he's probably, and that's probably why he's afraid to have sex with Katina, because white people and Black people don't have sex the same way, y'all. We don't. Black people, it's like it's a rhythm to it. It's a You know it like, or you know, or we you could bounce it to some trap music. It like we can get it in, but I guarantee you that you know Elijah one is one of those type of people who be like, yeah, feel it, you know. I guarantee you that he's like one of those. He definitely gives me that. He definitely gives me like you know the and then you know like the white women probably like F yeah, yeah, Elijah one, yeah, do that, yeah, you know it's probably like that. He's scared to have sex with a black woman because she gonna be like, is that it? Is I don't feel it. I'm not. It's not. The penis is not penising. Yo, I'm about to turn off this camera. I'm about to turn it off because I'm starting to say stuff that I'm not supposed to say on here. Not like I'm starting to say stuff I'm not supposed to say, y'all. I'm just playing. I'm not gonna turn off the camera like for this live. Should I keep this live up? Should I delete it afterwards? I need to think about that. But y'all, that's really it. That's really it. I don't have much else to say. I really appreciate it, y'all. I really appreciate you guys, like you know, coming to my live, you know, watching, and y'all, like my follower count is steadily increasing. I'm getting more engagement. People talking about they like my voice and stuff like that. I'm like, thank you. Don't do that. Don't delete it. I'm trying, you know, not to, but you know, it's just the stop staring at me, Jeremy. Hollery. Keep it so you can get the watch hours. True. That is true. That is true. Child. Yeah, but he what do you mean stop staring at you, Jeremy? What I do? Child, like, don't you dare delete this video. Okay. I guess I won't be deleting it. Who y'all? It's been real. I haven't eaten. I got off work a few hours ago. Um, I might have a little bit of I might have my own little situation going on tonight that I gotta you know delve into. So I might not be free, you know. So I wanted to do this a little bit earlier. Uh, if Aubrey tell me I gotta do it, I gotta do it. Y'all know, I gotta give respect. Right before you went to your avatar, the it's just the disgusting for me. Like y'all, I'm so disgusted with Married at First Sight and Ready to Love, y'all. I really am. I really am. I really am. It's just like at this point, cancel both these shows. They're like y'all are gonna continue to like traumatize these people and try and re-traumatize me because I've been through some stuff, y'all. I've been through some stuff, you know. I remember I was dating somebody. Well, I wasn't dating. I wouldn't say that. I'll start it off here. I was at, you know, a couple's house that, you know, I would, you know, we would do our little thug thizzle. You know, I used to call it couples counseling. You know, when I would help couples, you know, get closer together. You know, physically. You know, I would help. I would, you know, be the intermediary in there. You know, but then I had actually met one of their friends. Right. Oh, here I am telling all my business. Damn. But I had actually met one of their friends. You know, when they came over. You know, after y'all got done doing my little couples counseling, and you know I ended up hitting it off of them, you know, and and y'all, he was a pastor or a preacher, or shall I say a preacher. He was a preacher. And that's when I should have known that some shit was off. I should have known right then and there something was off, you know. But we got into a relationship, y'all. And I had just moved back to this area that I'm in now because I had lost my car. My transmission had died. At the time, I didn't have enough money to replace it. You know, this was before, you know, I think I was like still a sophomore or junior in college. So I didn't really have, you know, a set job like that was giving me like the bucks that I have now. Now, he would always throw it in my face, that I didn't have a car, that I didn't have this, that I didn't have that, and it would really hurt me. And it was progressive. It was progressively getting worse, as time progressed. And I had never been in a relationship that I had to argue or verbally go at it with somebody I was with. I'm not really the argumentative type. I'm very passive, but I'm just not okay with being disrespected. You know, so I would have to meet him where he met me. And I know what it's like to feel, abused, like emotionally and mentally abused, verbal abuse. I know what that feels like. I mean, I was not getting physically abused. I wish a nigga would. Y'all, I'm buff. I like to work out. I look, you don't want it with me. You don't want it, bro. You don't want to put your hands on me. Don't do that. That's bad mistake. But yeah, that's how I met that. Like that's how I met him. That's how I met him through my couple friend. They really introduced us together, and they really said, like y'all would be like, real cute together. And I was like, I'll give it a try. So we ended up meeting and we ended up hitting it off, and then it progressively got worse. It was a whole bunch of lies, whole bunch of hidden truths, like twisted truths that he alternative facts that he was giving me. And and I was like, why are you lying about this? I was like, why? You don't have anything to lie about. Like, it was just like he would just be lying about something he had that he really didn't have to lie about. And mind you, this man was older than me. At the time, I was like 25. He was 20, he was about 31. But I've been told that I have a very mature way of thinking. So it could be that. But yeah, y'all, I know what abuse is like. And like when I see Olajuwon, that's what I see, because I've experienced some stuff like that in the past. I experienced people using me, people coercing me to do things that I didn't want to do. I've been manipulated before. Like in like I said, I was young, y'all. I'm only 27. I turned 27 last month on the 3rd. So I've been through some things. So now I ain't gonna say I've been through a whole bunch of stuff, but I definitely had a lot of life experience compacted in my 27 years. But yeah, teach the children, y'all. Teach the children. Oh, y'all, do y'all realize, like, from I don't know if y'all was here on the last live that I was doing, but I had a beard, and I had my beard for like 2 years. I started growing my beard out in, I think, 2020. Oh no, 2019. I started growing it out in 2019, and then from 2021 to 2022. I've had it all the way up until last night. Then I cut it off and I shaved it into a goatee. And let me tell you something, this fits way better. I like this, and I'm getting way better reception than I was with the beard. I'm not saying that the beard wasn't given, but this is giving a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's given a lot. I really like this goatee. I think I'm gonna stick to this. I think I'm gonna stick to this. Tell me if y'all like it. I was texting my ex earlier, and I showed him a photo of what I look like now. And he was like, "Oh my god, you look so good," because he was saying that you look more friendlier. He was saying that when it came to the beard, that I kind of looked a little bit more intimidating. Like I didn't look like I would be the type of person that you could walk up to and strike up a conversation with. When that's exactly, I'm not that person, honestly. I'm not even gonna say that's exactly who I am. I'm not the type of bitch that you would walk up to and strike up a conversation with. Because like I told y'all, I'm hella awkward and I would get very nervous. Not saying because I'll be stank with you. I'll just be looking like yeah. That's what I would be giving. It's very much awkward. It's like, ooh, he's kind of awkward. Yeah. It's very much that. Very becoming, Jeremy. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But y'all, like I told y'all, hopefully I'm able to get into something tonight. Cause I've had a good week. I came out on top. I finished my test. I think I got a B on it. On my exam. I turned in my this really difficult homework for one of my simulation classes that I had, because I do data and business analytics. So I had to build this whatchamacallit, this simulation, this system. And it was like, y'all, I was stumped. I cannot figure out how to do, and there's no set way that he wants us to do it. It's that you have to figure out the way to, it gives you all the specifications on what the system needs to have. You have to figure out how to build it and implement it. That's what it is. Like, and I could not figure it out for the life of me. And like I was messaging my classmates and they was not messaging me back. They all white. They probably was like, we ain't gonna help this nigga. Probably like that, But y'all, it's been a very like, yeah, I'm smart. I know. Look, I know. Don't let the stuttering confuse y'all. I'm just not that great. Look, if you look at my teeth, I have like, an offset right here. So instead of, my, like it being curved, like this row, like it would normally, it's actually like this, like, a little bit flatter. So it limits, some of the wording that I want to say, or some of the things that I'll say. So I'll get tongue tied, or it will be that, I also have ADHD too. The doctor said ADD, but like, so when I think so many things so fast that it's hard for me to process it, verbally with, with my offset. But I'm gonna get my teeth fixed soon, y'all. Just wait till 2023. The glow up gonna be real, y'all. It's gonna be real. But I don't even know why I'm sitting here explaining this. But yeah, I'm quite intelligent. It's been real, y'all. I had a really good time. I was a little bit nervous to do this. Y'all made me feel all warm and welcome on the inside and like, on the live. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna call you Aubrey after this. Y'all don't get used to me being on camera. This is not gonna happen often. This really only happened because I really wanted to be known. I wanted to look y'all in y'all face and tell y'all that I had an issue with what Olajuwon was doing to Katina. That was really it. Outside of that, I ain't gonna be on here camming up because I really like ranting. I really like going the fuck off and saying whatever I have to say without having to look at myself say it or people look at me say it, But I know if I want to gain subscribers, more faster, I probably need to be more visual. But y'all just gonna have to love me for me. Y'all gonna have to love me past my faults. Y'all gonna have to love me past all of that. Give me that unconditional love. But all right, y'all. Much love, much peace, and a whole lot of chicken grease. And I want y'all to have a good day. I'm gonna be watching Ready to Love, and I'm gonna definitely be prepared to talk about it this upcoming Saturday with Ashley Aubrey. And I will also be uploading a review on it for myself. And in which I will be dragging the shit out of Sabrina probably because y'all know I don't like her. Y'all know I don't like her. See, I can't drag her the way I want to drag her when I don't know which way to point to the comment section. I know I can't drag her the way I want to drag her when I'm on actually Aubrey's, YouTube channel. But see, when y'all come over here, I'm gonna drag that hoe for all she worth. Letting y'all know. So, see y'all then. Much love, much peace, and I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Bye.